Speaking of waves, look at this huge thing.
Keep it easy, bro. It's not no stab or surf plane shit. It's just fucking easy. Fucking me and you hanging out at your house talking shit on the porch. So I'm gonna just introduce you. I'm gonna be like, hey, it's Makai. You can introduce yourself, your whole name, age, hometown. If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
I don't.
No, I'm just joking. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Here with Makai. You want to introduce yourself, full name, age, hometown?
Makai Mcnamara, 28 years old, from North Shore of Oahu.
Nice. And then, you know, you've heard what we're doing this year with Blak Bear. We're doing like a slab of the season, give away 10 G's to the best ridden wave at Pipeline Backdoor.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? What's your opinion about that?
I think it's pretty sick. They're bringing something like that back. Gives you a little more motivation to go out there and get that one wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you could fucking win the thing up.
That's true. And then you've had some crazy waves out there, so you have a good chance, bro. And then I wouldn't really call you underground anymore these days. And then, well, what would you do with 10 G's if you got 10 G's? What's your plans with it?
I have no idea.
Come on, if you had 10
Probably
G's.
buy some more fishing gear
Okay.
for the summer.
Nice. Once winter's done, this guy catches some fish, bro. And okay, some fishing gear. And then, how do you feel like growing up, knowing who your dad is now? You know, because when you're young, you don't really know who he is until you get older. And you're like, oh shit, like wow, that's my dad. And did it feel like he had some shoes to fill?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you're young, you're like, fuck it. You don't. First of all, you don't really appreciate them as much.
Right.
And then second of all, you don't really know what they've done. So, once you get older and you hear all the stories and everything, you know.
You're like, oh, no way.
Yeah. But, I mean, fuck. I never really felt pressure.
Yeah, that's cool. You wanted you to just enjoy it, surfing, all that's rad.
Exactly. But yeah, that's definitely cool to like follow in his footsteps.
Which and your uncle too, you know what I mean? So it's pretty rad to see you guys holding it down.
Yeah.
How was it when you're growing up surfing around here on the North Shore?
Well, it was fucking pretty sick seeing everybody, like guys like Andy and Uncle Mike, Uncle Derek, and everybody. He's like, I don't know, we've seen a few generations since we were young, and it's definitely got a lot softer the last 10 years out here. But you know, the talent is pretty fucking
The talent
high.
it did go up.
But it's it's kind of a scene, but just gotta find how to navigate it.
It's all good. And then you know, you surf Pipeline a lot. What is your ideal condition down there at Pipeline?
That's kind of changed over the last few years. I feel like I used to want it to be like 8 feet and backdoor pipe. But now I'd rather it be 10 to 12 feet and kind of
unloading
a little bit, a little bit scarier, sketchier, and everybody doesn't really have as much of a clue as what to do.
Right, yes.
So you can kind of fuck with people.
Yeah, game plan it out a little bit. That's like the chess game. You're really gonna play chess, not checkers anymore. You're playing chess now.
Exactly.
And then, what's your most memorable ride out there?
Probably in the contest. Like,
which one?
In the vocal contest.
Okay.
2016.
Was that the year you made the finals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I needed that.
Is that the one you did? Yeah, that's the claim, yeah. I'm just like, bro, you can't even give it. Bro, you can't even give him less than a 10. If you do, that's just like pure robbery. And you somehow pulled it off. You fucking made that heat with a triangle.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I remember that. I was so.
It's funny because you're just screaming on the clip.
Oh God! Bro, me and Mason were losing. Mason on the house. I was sitting next to Mason. He said like, that was the best effing claim. And like that was he did it so good. You can't even that. I was like, me and Mason were so proud to watch that shit, and it was epic. And then it was a good time. Where's your like your favorite spot to look at the waves from? Like when you go check Pipeline, where do you go backdoor pipe? Where do you go to go look at it?
Probably the Volcom House is the most like inviting place to watch it.
Yes.
Just because.
Yeah, that's straight.
Yeah, that straight on angle. Even on the beach, it looks scarier from fucking behind. It looks scarier. But yeah. like
It's the
looking
most
at it
comforting.
from
That's the
a-
most where
yeah,
you're comfortable,
yeah,
right?
most
Okay.
comfortable spot, even though it's a shit show sometimes.
And then who's like your favorite surfers growing up?
Uh,
Like who was your idols and stuff? Who was like?
yeah, I mean, probably it kind of started
Sure.
with Andy
Yes.
and Bruce and those guys. That was kind of like, I mean, but everybody out here, like, fucking, I don't know, Uncle Mike, Uncle Derek, obviously my dad, my
Right.
Uncle Garrett, and a lot of people in that generation. There's so many to name.
There is.
And then nowadays it's kind of like all my friends are the ones who kind of push me.
Yeah.
We're all kind of at that age where everybody's somebody's getting the best wave of the day.
You wanna get a better one.
Yeah.
It's a healthy way to push each other, motivate each
Yeah.
other, and it's good confidence booster. That
Yeah,
if you can do it, I can do it. I want to, I can do it better.
Yeah, and I
It's
feel
a
like,
healthy rivalry.
yeah, it's been happening more the last like 5 years. With our crew, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody in our crew.
And it does feel good to have those bragging rights, right? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
I see my wave, boys. How's that? Hey, can you grab me a beer?
A joint.
Hey, it's legal. But anyway, I have one last question for you. Who do you think's gonna win if it's not you?
Hopefully one of the boys, either Ealla, Kala, one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm back in then.
Hey, Makai, love you. Thank
Love
you,
you
bro.
too.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Be
thank
safe
you.
this year.
Yep,
Keep an
I'll
eye out for
try.
this guy, bro. No, be safe.
Yeah.
Good luck. And 10 G's up for grab.
Yeah. Hopefully it's in the pocket.
More lures. Hold. Introduce yourself, full name, age, hometown, my brother.
My name is Ealla Stewart. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Waikiki, Oahu, but I live on the North Shore.
And Ealla, this year, you've heard, right? We did the Blak Bear Surf Club. I was gonna throw down 10 G's for like the best wave ridden. It's like the wave of the winter, but a slab of the season. We're gonna call it because it's actually not just the winter. We're running it from November, the fall, all the way to the spring. April 1st is the last day. So you guys have an extra month.
Sick. I seen that rumor going around,
Yeah.
like the post about the slab of the season, and
Yeah, how do you feel about it? What's your opinion about all of this?
I think it's pretty rad because, yeah, O'Neill and Surfline took away Wave of the Winter a few years ago, but there's always been like that one Wave of the Winter that stands out every season, and everyone's kind of talks about like who got it or when that swell could have been to like produce it.
Yeah.
So it's cool to bring it back because there's always that one or couple waves that just go next level kind.
Right. Everybody knows when you get it. Everyone knows. And then my next question is, what are you gonna do with 10 G's if you got it?
10 G's, there we go. Big barbecue at Burger. Big barbecue with the boys and bragging rights for sure.
Bragging rights for sure. And then, Ealla, you've moved out. How old were you when you first moved out here? And who'd you live with? Who took you under their wing when you came out of the North Shore?
Yeah, so when I moved out from Waikiki when I was about 12 years old. Obviously, I'm 28 now, so it's been 16 years.
Right.
Living on the North Shore, but I stayed one weekend at the McNamara's, Liam McNamara's house, and then went back to town the next weekend, but the following weekend I stayed again at the Liam's, and from then on I never left the North Shore. Liam took me in as a hanai, we call it, adopted parent without the blood, and him and his family, Auntie Brandy, Makai and Landon became my brothers, Legend, and those guys, pretty much raised me.
That's pretty epic. I remember seeing you ripping, and I'm just like, oh, bro, these drums, bro, coming to Rockies, bro. Nah, just joking.
For sure.
And then, bro, I watched you progress and improve and become such an amazing surfer, intelligent, amazing young man, and I'm super stoked and proud to see it. I'm always a huge fan of you and your surfing. And how does it feel? Who's like your heroes, and like who would you look up to, like besides that, like who is your favorite surfers, idols?
So yeah, like I said, Liam pretty much gave me my first sponsor, the North Shore Surf Shop, and he actually never had that much boards growing up. So he would like own the surf shop and he'd give me boards, and I remember going through whatever 10 like in like a 2-week span, but pretty much
Many closeouts.
Yeah, many Rocky Point closeouts, just getting barreled. No, but Liam definitely is high up there for me, and he's a legend in his own right. In the 80s and 90s.
Oh, he would win events, and he would get some of the best waves. He was like those guys that be contending wave for wave of the season every year.
For sure. So he taught me a lot about the North Shore and a lot about pipeline in general, and all the history about pipeline. So I've learned and gathered so much idols, all around pipe and the North Shore, the culture and the history out here, which is some of them just like Jerry Lopez, obviously, Mr. Pipeline, because Liam's stories at the Jerry's house, the old 3-story Volcom house used to be owned by Jerry, and only the Hawaiians and a couple select few
can come hang out, join the crew.
The list is long, but the Hoes, Uncle Mike, Uncle Derek, Dan K. Aloha, Buttons, and then there's like the generations, AI and Bruce, it's the next generation, all those guys, and then the recent one is like John, Jamie, those guys all inspire, but always try to go old school first. Jerry Lopez,
nice.
The GOAT.
And then like, what kind of wave do you look for? What's your ideal kind of condition at pipeline? What's your like, oh, this is my pipeline. I like a good day at pipeline for you.
Frick. Whenever it's barreling, but
whenever
it's barreling, it's a pretty sick wave.
Right.
There's nothing like it in the world. But ideal pipe day would be 8 to 12 feet, 8 to 10 feet with some 12-footers and a couple maybe rolling in through the second reef.
Yes.
And a west swell, west-northwest, and light east trays, just a little offshore.
You don't want that strong offshore.
Stay clean all day long.
It's scary when it's strong offshore.
Yeah.
And then stay clean, and then just
you could even add a little sandbar connection on the
end.
I
like
that.
Like
big pipe barrel into the sandbar, Emerald City, and
you get the bonus section.
Get the bonus.
Nice. And then, what kind of board on those kind of conditions? What kind of board are you, or whose board are you riding, and what size and stuff?
Yeah, so on that day, I'm a goofy foot, so I'm mostly looking for the lefts. But I've always went bigger than small out there, so I'd probably be on a 7.0.
7.0, okay.
Eric Arakawa, he's been
Nice.
making my pipe boards lately. For the last few years, I've gotten all my good waves on them. But
I'm sure a lot of people have.
But Brett Marimoto, I've gotten a couple sick waves on his boards. He's got some good pipe boards.
Sick.
But 7.0 Eric.
7.0 Eric. Nice. All right, right on. And then what's your most memorable ride so far that you had out there? I know you've had quite a few rides, but what's the most? You can tell us more than one, but like, what's the one that just stands out to you? Like you're just like boom. When people say pipeline, what's that wave for you? There's a lot, huh?
No, not a lot, but probably just my first one, like first wave, kind of real wave ever out there. It was on, I think, a 7.4 YU.
Okay.
And I was probably, I want to say 15 years old, but just kind of catching that wave, and then I pulled into the barrel, it's backspit, I couldn't see anything for a few seconds, and then I obviously opened my eyes after it came out like doggy during the wave, and there was whistles all on the beach, and just that wave kind of stands out to me just because it's like my first real taste of it.
Yeah, that's where you got it.
Even though I couldn't even see the barrel, I kind of like don't even remember because my eyes are closed. But the clip after, I was like, whoa.
I can't believe I got that wave.
I can't believe I got that wave.
Because sometimes when you ride it, you can't tell how big it is. You don't know how deep you are. You're just kind of like, it's almost like a you glitch out and you black out for like a few seconds. One of those kind of situations, and then you see it and you're like, whoa.
For sure. And I was just graduating from like whatever Sunset or Rocky. So like my first sessions at Pipe, I was like, that one stands out a lot to me.
Right on.
And then maybe the one last winter when I didn't make.
Oh, that one was crazy. That was like the 12-footer on the first reef. Like 12-footer freaking. There's like crazy, just double up.
It let me in, and I did my 2 big pumps, and I kind of made it right to the end. But then pipe has the last say. I think it just
Blew you off, right? That's
the
how that
spit
thing
came
spit
gnarly.
so. That was one I seen that wave. Like, that was pretty
yeah.
fucked up. Those are the ones that went underground, double up, fucking grave digger, fucking. You're just like, ooh.
I feel like the ones you don't make, you remember
That's
more because you're like, what
everybody-
could I do? What could I do to make
How-
that one next time? So, but obviously all the waves I've made. Thank you, pipe. I remember you still.
And then who do you catch yourself sitting next to in the lineups? Like, whoa, like, oh, like who's kind of, because everybody kind of has their crew where they sit. What's your like, oh, these are kind of guys. Who do you sit next to?
It's kind of like everyone has their landmark.
Yeah.
But then the weird thing is, like, I kind of had my one landmark for a while, whatever, when I first started surfing pipe. But Uncle Derek would be like straight out front of me, like a little further out. I'm like, holy shit, I think like my landmark is the one because Uncle Derek's like right next to me every time.
Yes.
And Uncle Mike can come, like he's next to me too. I'm like, oh, I must be in a good spot. But nowadays, Kalaw's like always, oh, you right here too? Like, I got my landmark. Like, oh, we're always right next to each other.
Right.
And then somehow Jamie too. So yeah, I feel like Jamie, Kalaw, the holes, Mason too. No.
Nice. So that's kind of like your, okay, I kind
Yeah.
of like that. I like that.
For sure.
And then, you know, where's your favorite spot to look at the waves from? Like, where do you like to check pipeline from?
I like to look at it from the Volcom house, the small one to the left. That one I feel like gives you the best angle at it.
Okay.
Even though you're up a little, and once you get down to the beach, it actually starts to get bigger.
It's a little bit bigger than I thought.
Yeah. Ahukai is a trip looking from the lifeguard tower, looking into it, just because, I don't know, it looks easy. It looks like guys they're getting barreled, but it's a different
when you're
angle.
looking into it, you know, it's
Yeah.
almost, you know, it doesn't seem as deep, but
For
when
sure.
you look at it from the front or like off the wing, you're like, oh, that one's like, oh, I don't even think that's makeable.
The
And
worst angle, in my opinion, is the Billabong house. That one's messed
that's
up.
the scariest
Yeah.
angle. That's the one you're just like, I don't think those waves are surfable.
For sure, you just see guys bottom turning, and then you're like, I think he got smoked. But then they
It's
come
like-
spitting out. You can't see it for like the whole ride. So straight on is my
Straight on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your choice of. Okay, right on, and then.
And you get to talk shit with the boys. See what everyone's thinking, what everyone's riding.
I got one last question for you. Who do you think is gonna win if it's not you? In your personal, you know, there's no right or wrong answer.
Everyone's entered.
There's no one. You don't need to enter. Why do you think everyone needs to enter? Bah. Everybody, again, you don't need to enter.
Right.
You're already entered. If you serve pipeline, that's your entry. You paddle out the pipeline, you're entered.
Let me think.
Yeah. Who do you think's gonna win if it's not you?
It's a slab. I guess whoever surfs out there the most on like putting in their time
Yes.
on those swells and ready to send it. It could be anyone. I feel like everyone's so capable of getting that wave. I guess whoever pipe chooses, and probably one of the boys for sure.
All right, man. And then, thank you, Ealla.